All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Labyrinth. I, as always, am your host, Nigel, and yes, of course, now, every episode, starting from to, here on, I should say, of Nigel Dixie's Tales from the Labyrinth is going to be on Instagram Live. So, it's going to be here from this page on at the Nigelverse. So, every night at 11:30 p.m. I know I am super late. Today I had some last minute work to catch up on and some last minute setting up to do. So, without further ado, let's get right into some poetry. So, this first poem is called "The Robot," and all five of these poems, of course, I read 5 poems on here. All 5 of these poems were written by myself. And 3 of these are new poems that weren't read, that haven't been read yet, but the other 2 are going to be poems I wrote a little while back that I'm reading, and I'm going to talk about each poem, my mindset, everything like that when I was writing each poem. So without further ado, like I said, this first one's called "The Robot," so let's get right into it. There was once a robot who longed for something, desired something, a heart, emotions, the feeling of feeling. But he can't have a heart, said the people, for he's a robot, just a machine, soulless, lifeless, made to serve, but not made to feel. But the robot still longed, wanting a heart. He searched and searched, but he couldn't find a heart, begging, pleading, risking everything, but still no heart. It seemed impossible, for he was just a robot. But he never stopped looking for a heart. He froze, melted, and broke apart, looking for what he always wanted, a heart. So, of course, it's a fictional robot here naturally, and the robot in this kind of story of a poem is looking for a heart, but if you notice, it's him desiring a heart, him wanting a heart, that's emotion and stuff. One could make the argument that he can feel stuff all along, meaning he has at least something that resembles a heart. Of course, it's not an actual heart, but it might be something close to resembling a heart, which causes him to want and desire these things. Even though he is a robot, he's supposed to be not necessarily sentient, a machine programmed for a specific purpose. Emotion isn't really supposed to be a part of him, but yet it is, as he's trying to find it. So, this next one is called "Talking to Myself." Sometimes, when I'm alone, I talk to myself. People call it weird, talking to yourself, but I can live with that. I talk to myself about anything and everything, past, present, future, wondering, and realizing, revelations, realizations, or sometimes just talk. I talk to myself sometimes, because sometimes I'm the only person I can talk to. So, I maintain that at one point or another, we all talk to ourselves, whether we realize it or not. Any thoughts that we have, any decisions that we make, is essentially us talking to ourselves. And the thing about talking to yourself is it's not always a bad thing. It sort of has a bad stigma, but I maintain that it's not always a bad thing, because sometimes you gotta look within yourself to see what's going on mentally with you, and which isn't a bad thing. Sometimes you gotta figure out where your headspace is, and so you talk to yourself, and especially late at night, early morning, everybody else is asleep, you're still wide awake. Hashtag insomniac gang, I should say. You may still be wide awake and just going through your thoughts, thinking about stuff and coming to conclusions, and just kind of talking yourself away. So, anyway, this next one is called Heaven's Light. Heaven's light, shining from above, heal my body and soul, and fill me with love. So, a bit of a short poem, but I think the message is an interesting one. Now, of course, a lot of people's perception of heaven is that it's this warm place. It's supposed to be warm and kind and peaceful, energetic. Not necessarily energetic, but peaceful and energetic. Sometimes can coexist, but anyway, it's supposed to be peaceful. It's supposed to be relaxing, and it's supposed to fill you with love, happiness, and joy. It's supposed to heal you, which is exactly why heaven for a lot of people is a good thing, and that I think is kind of what this poem is talking about. Oh, if heaven were to shine a light down, it would heal you, give you peace and everything like that. So, now we go on to the ones I wrote a little bit ago. So, this first one is called This Girl. So there's this girl. She's the most beautiful girl in the world. Beautiful from the inside and out. Beautiful eyes that you could get lost in for hours. Lovely hair, flowing like a gentle river. A warm smile that could light up the darkest room and warm the coldest heart. Outer beauty that brings a strong man to his knees, but inner beauty as well, radiating for all to see. A sweet scent that could make a runny nose stop in place. Just the thought of her could have you daydreaming for hours, in front of everyone, looking like an idiot, but you don't care, because this girl is so beautiful that you have no shame thinking about her all day. So, a lot of us have been in love before, and now this is about a girl, but your preference, of course, might be guys, what have you, and stuff like that. But in the case of here, or sometimes when you're in love of someone, and that person that you're in love with, it seems like they're always in your mind and they never leave. You think about them 24/7, on loop, on repeat, all day, all week, all month, even all year in some cases, and they kind of just stay there, and all you can do is think about them, and you kind of develop this like bubblegum like perfect image of them, and they're all these things and they can do no wrong, and you just absolutely are in love with them, just in love with everything about them, which isn't always a bad thing, but yeah, so oftentimes you think about that person that you're in love with, and sometimes, of course, and a lot of times, this could be a significant other, or boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, stuff like that, and you could be so deeply in love with them that this even still applies to you, and that honestly is how it should be in a relationship. But nevertheless, this last poem is called "Walking Down the Street." This one, so over on Facebook, I have a page called Poetry with Nigel Dixie, and this is one of like the earliest poems I put on the page. So, I'm walking down the street, waving at everyone I see. Some wave back, others don't. I don't understand why. Maybe I'm not meant to. Walk 500 miles in my shoes. Walk 500 more. Walk on sunshine. Walk down Abbey Road. But walks are different nowadays. Yellow submarines turn to Bugattis. Smiles turn to frowns. Attention turns to distractions. Walk, talk, walkie-talkie. Talk to me, you will see what's going on. September we talk so much, but what happens after the love is gone? Birds and trees turn to distant memories. Maybe it's for the best. Walk like Papa, but Papa didn't walk. Papa was a rolling stone, but his hat never came home. When a man loves a woman, will he walk with her? So this is actually about a couple of things. So obviously from the title and a lot of the language and everything, this is about, of course, walking down the street. And I'm someone who walks down a lot of streets to get to and from places, as a lot of people do. And I do wave at people. This is kind of sort of from my perspective, but kind of, sort of not, if that makes sense. Like, this is from my perspective for the most part, but this could be anyone's perspective. Of people just walking down the street, just, smile, wave, see all the people and everything. But this is also a metaphor for life. If sometimes it seems like you see a lot of things change in front of you, and there is a lot of music references in this poem. I, of course, am someone who loves music, and I listen to music as I walk down the street and everything, and so I decided to incorporate a few of those into this poem. But I feel like it really helps as you listen to music and you see all these things. Really, really makes you think about what happens when you walk down the street. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for tuning in to, I guess, my Instagram Live debut. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week back over on Facebook Live for the next episode of System Shock Radio, which of course will be posted on this page here. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.